Govan Whittles is also watching what is happening. Now, security is tight outside the Commission venue in Braamfontein. Govan Whittles is out there monitoring the situation. Govan, very good morning to you. In your headline a short while ago, you were telling us that there are those who are outside to support the Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo. Govan, can we start with you at this hour very quickly to tell us what's happening outside?
Yeah, so we were expecting a large contingent of supporters of former President Jacob Zuma to show up, Bradan, and we've established by speaking to the eNCA MVA's Carl Niels that he's confirmed they haven't organized anyone to come here. So they're hoping that anyone who does support the former president will make their own way here, and that's why we saw that massive police deployment, and they're all stationed around the precinct, and they've blocked off some of the roads as well. But what we've seen of late, especially within the last month, is an increasing number of organizations that have made public calls for the State Capture Commission of Inquiry and the Deputy Chief Justice to be respected, and for people who are implicated at the Commission to show it the due respect and appear before it without undermining the Commission or insulting the chairperson. That, as the standoff now exists between the Deputy Chief Justice and the former president. And with me I have the director of the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, Mr. Nishan Bolton. Thank you so much for your time, sir. So you've come here to make your voice heard about the unhappiness around how the State Capture Commission of Inquiry has essentially been criticized lately, and you're part of a range of organizations that have signed a memorandum calling for the commission to be respected, but also for the former president to account. Just take us through what exactly the point is you've made in that memorandum and why you've decided to come here.
No, thank you very much. Well, firstly, this commission is of national importance. It's meant to help South Africans unravel a phenomenon that has brought this country to its knees, that is of state capture. The commission itself was brought into establishment by the former president. He signed the proclamation bringing it into existence, and therefore, given its national importance, it requires and deserves the respect of all who are called before it to come and account for whatever it is that they have been asked to come and account for. There should be nobody that's above the law or thinks that they're above the law and who can find all kinds of reasons not to come here when called upon so by the Deputy Chief Justice of this country.
This is a matter of legality in the commission, and the evidence is being put before it, but it has also turned into a political trial of sorts, especially in the press. What do you think the impact is of these protests and counter-protests, and what kind of perception has this generated, do you believe?
My view is that the vast majority of South Africans want to see the commission succeed. The vast majority of South Africans understand its importance, and essentially people want to get rid of all of the contributing factors to state capture, which is what this commission is meant to help us understand. Therefore, I think as distractions, many will bring in side political issues not to come and account at this commission, and we should never allow that to be.
Will your organization or the organization that signed that memorandum be planning any further action to defend the integrity of the commission or to persuade the former president to come before it?
No, we've issued our statement, and if you read the statement, it is very clear. It does request the former president to come and do what is required of him. But I am sure that many of the civil society formations who would have been out in the streets today, were it not for the increased possibility of COVID-19 being spread through the kinds of scenes that we've seen in Bloemfontein and other areas. The president did call on South Africans to adhere to all of these requirements, which is why we've scaled down protests here today. I am sure that if there are increasing attacks on the commission, and if they warrant the kinds of response that requires civil society to be in the street, then we will be up to that.
Thank you so much. That's Mr. Nishan Bolton. He's the director of the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation. So as we're seeing more protests from people who are implicated in the commission and don't want to appear before it or have questioned it. We're seeing a swell of civil society action to defend the Commission's integrity. Behind me, Bradan, are also some groups from OUTA, the organization Undoing Tax Abuse, and a few other civil society groups. We'll be speaking to them later on, but as yet it looks like those who came to defend the Commission outnumber any supporters of former President Jacob Zuma.
Thank you very much, Govan. Let's go in.